Hey everybody. This dropped on Monday. It is today Thursday. That's how busy I've been. This is the ZenFone AR. And if you're wondering why we're talking about it now in August 2017, when it was announced at CES 2017, in case you haven't seen it, go to mobilegeeks.com and check out my hands-on video of the CES unveiling of this phone. In case you're wondering why we're talking about it today in August, is because it finally came out on the US side of things in the US market. And not only did it come out as an unlocked phone that's available on Amazon, you can also get it from Verizon as a carrier-supported device. So that's kind of big news because it's very rare we get Asus phones in the US, and it's even rarer that we get Asus phones in the US that are supported by a carrier. You know, there are some caveats, of course, but I just want to unbox this for you because of that. Now, keep in mind that because it's been announced so long ago, the specs might not quite be up to today's standards, but it's still a pretty cool flagship. And the thing it has going for this phone is that it has two technologies that a lot of people are kind of like, at least tech nerds like us, are kind of like going for. First, there's Tango. Support for Project Tango. So there's a sensor array on here that supports the Tango AR stuff. And then Daydream. It supports Daydream, which is, you know, the VR headset from Google. So cool. It's the first phone that does both. Now, lots of phones do Daydream nowadays, but there's only one other phone so far that did Tango support, and that's the Lenovo Fab 2 Pro, I believe it was called. And I have it. I reviewed it for chipchick.com. So if you go to chipchick.com and look at sometime in December or November 2016, you'll find my review of the Fab 2 Pro, I think it was called. Anyway, and you know, my experience with Tango was that it's kind of half-baked, but it's interesting. And when it works really well, it's really magical. So this is what it looks like. You got, you know, a Asus logo here and, you know, bunch of specs in the back. This is what's in the box. ZenFone AR, USB wall charger, quick reference guide, non-removable battery, pre-installed SIM card. I'm pretty sure this is a Verizon phone. This might be the unlocked model, but I don't know what they sent me. Product safety, blah, blah, blah. Lots of logos, as you can see here. Here's all the iMade crap and the Daydream logo, and then here, as I said, is a Tango logo, and that's it. So let's pull it out of the box. Let's get it opened, and let me pull this off. So it's just a cardboard tunnel here, and then here we have Asus logo, the same stuff as was in the back before. The same logos on both sides, and so now let's open it up. Dun, 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 dun. Well, that was anticlimactic. All we got to see is, there's nothing here, by the way, inside. We got to see a phone. Okay, so there is the phone. So let's take a look at that in a second. I want to see what else is in the box. A little separating cardboard thingy. There's something in there, so let's have a look. SIM removal tool, very important. It's a cute little one. And then, so it is a Verizon phone because it has a little Verizon pamphlet. Let's see. Oh, this is kind of stuck. Okay. So let's have a look at this stuff. I'm going to put this aside. All right. I have a Daydream card. It says, your new ZenFone AR is Daydream ready. Experience high quality virtual reality today. g.co/Daydream. And I guess there's a barcode here. And Daydream ready phones, la 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 la. What else? There is a product safety and warranty information. Nobody cares. There is a meet your phone from Verizon. That's just, I guess, a quick get started guide. That's what the phone looks like. That's what the phone looks like. That's how you charge it. That's how you put your SIM card in it. And it looks like it's a hybrid SIM card slot, supports micro SD. And then we don't care about this. Okay, so next we have a charger. USB Type A on one end, US compatible prongs on the other. Of course, it's multi-voltage. That's one thing. Then we have earbuds. That's becoming rare these days. Those look nice. Do they sound any good? We don't know. So I'm not going to take them out of here, but you can see there's some spare bud ear cushion things. And then, of course, standard headphone jack, 4-prong. And then we have a USB cable and, well, USB Type-C as you'd expect on one end. Right there, you can see it. And on the other end, Type A. Again, I'm not going to open this. So this is what you've got in the box. Nothing too surprising there. Now let's have a look at the phone. And to do that, I'm going to need to do what you guys all love me to do, which is remove the seal. You ready? Okay, here we go. That's going to make some sound. Let's see. Oh, that didn't work. Don't. Okay, let's try this again. I think I'm just going to have to pull on one hand here and until we can unseal it on one side like that. And I can just slide it out of there. There we go. Wow. Fingerprint much? This has clearly been opened before. Look at this. Look at the fingerprints on this thing. Holy crap. Seriously, Verizon? You give me a review unit that's this disgusting? Let me clean this, guys. Here, entertain yourselves with the accessories while I clean the front of this phone. This is ridiculous. Oh my god. I'm just wiping it on my cotton pants here. Hang tight, okay? Alright. Here we are. That's a lot cleaner now. There's a bit of dust now, but at least it's cleaner. So that's what it looks like from the front. And, oh, there's a sticker here. Let me remove that. I just cut my nail, so, good luck removing stickers with no nails. Oh, wow, this is really stuck on there. Okay, let's have a look. Oh, and I left some crud. Oh, look, there's a cool etched Tango logo down here. And then, ooh, Verizon. Ooh, this is a Verizon phone. Seriously, why'd you let Verizon do this, Asus? Put their freaking logo all over the place. Another sticker to remove. Good luck removing that. Ah, so hard. All right. And this is a crazy camera sensor array thingy that is used, you know, for the Tango stuff. I'll go through all of these in a second. And yeah, it's pretty thin. So you have to understand the Lenovo Fab 2 Pro, that was the Tango phone before this one, was a massive phone. It had a 6.4-inch display. I have it in a box somewhere that way, but it's buried. I wish I should have taken it out to give you a comparison. But it's thick, it's big, it's got a 6.4-inch screen. It's a monster. You wouldn't put that in your pocket. This is a standard size phone. It's 5.7 inches, so it's a bit on the big side. It's about the same size as a Nexus 6P. Right? Nothing too crazy here. So let's go through the sensors and stuff, and I'll turn it on. I'll go through the specs as well. Let's start at the front by turning on the screen. It makes most sense. I don't know if the battery is still charged. Oh yeah, there we go. Let's see if we hear any kind of cute songs or melodies coming out of this phone as it boots for the first time. And maybe it'll boot into an already set up state. They tend to do that when there's fingerprints all over the phone, like I saw, means they set it up for you. Yeah, thanks very much. I want to set it up myself. That means I'm going to do a factory reset the moment I get it. So it's, as you can see, we saw Verizon logo, a bunch of stuff. So this is definitely an not unlocked phone. You can also clearly see that there's capacitive buttons. They just turned off. There's a back key and a recent app button. And then a fingerprint reader right here. Ah, good. It's a clean setup. I'm glad about that. And we are on Verizon's 4G LTE network. Cool. That's a beautiful screen. So it's 5.7 inch Quad HD OLED because Daydream, right? Now the 5.7 size is not necessary, but the OLED and Quad HD is a requirement. So 5.7, that's a nice screen. Of course, it's not like 2.1, 2:1 aspect ratio, ultra wide screen, no thin bezels here, but it's pretty much, you know, a standard for 2016 kind of design. And then what do we got here? We've got on top, we've got a couple of antenna bands. This is all metal, and we have, I guess, a secondary microphone. On the left-hand side here, the only thing I see is the SIM tray, and that's also a micro SD tray. I think up to maybe 256 gigs. Nothing else on the left. On the bottom, yay, headphone jack, primary mic, USB Type-C, mono speaker, more antenna bands. And on the right-hand side, we've got a power lock key and a volume rocker. And these are etched and they're metal. They're etched in this kind of rotated pattern, very similar to what we see on some other Asus devices where it's a spun metal, right? And that's it. So the back, let's talk about the back. There's this whole camera array here for Tango. So the smaller lens, I'm like, you know, don't quote me on this, but I'm pretty sure the smaller lens is the main camera. The big lens is the fisheye for kind of like motion tracking. Then there is the infrared dual sensors. One of them is an emitter array and the other one is a receiving array, or essentially an infrared camera. Don't know which is which. And this is for depth sensing. So it's kind of like connected, projects a grid, like a pattern of dots over things, and then it measures the size of dots to no distance. And then you have an LED dual color, dual LED flash with, I believe that's laser autofocus for the main cam. Now let's talk about this main cam. 23 megapixels. I think it's a Sony sensor, 1 micron pixels though, so might be noisy. f/2.0 OIS. So it's actually on paper decent specs, but not amazing. I would much rather have a 12 megapixel, large pixels, and f/1.7 or 1.8 to be honest. But I'll take f/2 and I'll take the OIS for sure. And so as you can see here, it says Tricam system. 23, let's see, can I actually get this to focus? Maybe not. Let's see. 23 megapixel OIS and EIS and Tritech AF. So I guess it's got phase detect, contrast detect, and laser autofocus on that sensor. All right, what is inside of here? There is a Snapdragon 821, and this is what I was telling you. This came out at CES 2017. I mean, it was announced, and it's only out now. So it's a little behind the times in terms of processor. Like the G6 has, and the Pixel has a Snapdragon 821, not an 835. It does have 6 gigs of RAM, though, and 64 gigs of built-in storage plus micro SD expansion, as I said before. But there is an unlocked version you can buy through Amazon that is 8 gigs of RAM and 128 gigabytes of storage. So that's nice. More RAM. At the time it was announced, it was one of the only or few phones with 8 gigabytes before the OnePlus 5 wowed us all with its 8 gigs. And then what else is there to say? Oh, the battery, 3,300 milliamp hours, pretty decent size for a Snapdragon 821. And this is a thin phone. I mean, I don't know exactly how many millimeters, but trust me, compared to the Fab 2 Pro from Lenovo, the Tango phone, this is the original Tango phone. This is a much nicer experience. Also, this comes with Nougat, whereas the Lenovo phone was stuck on Marshmallow. So, and it's not going to get upgraded to Nougat, it turns out. We found that out yesterday in the news. So there you have it, the Asus ZenFone AR, now on Verizon. Here in the US, I'm going to be putting this through its paces and let you know what I think. Find out if Tango has improved at all in the last 6, 7 months, 8 months that I've used it. Since I've used it last time. It's just been a bit of a mixed experience for me. But it shows a lot of promise. And more importantly, when it does work, Tango is pretty damn awesome. So I'm going to let you be. Please subscribe to my channel. Please thumbs up or thumbs down if you really don't like it. And then I'll just hate you. And of course, you know, subscribe to my podcast, mobiletechpodcast.com. That's my main gig. I just do these videos for fun. mostly. And then, you know, follow my writings on mobilegeeks.com where I did the unboxing, sorry, not the unboxing, the hands-on of this phone at CES. And on chipchick.com where I reviewed the Lenovo Fab 2 Pro, the original Tango phone, and where I review a bunch of other phones on a regular basis. Again, subscribe, thumbs up. Find me on Twitter as well, Tankgrl, TNKGRL, like the comic book character without the vowels. All right, guys, I'll talk to you later. Cheers.